Kostecki's just advanced 17 spots. Fiore's up there as well. Jake Kostecki looking very, very good. Gary Jacobson is just on his way to crossing the line. Let's see how impressive this is. 2:07.48 in the books at the moment. What's the improvement?
Just got the car pulled up in time through there, and it's a good lap.
Sixes.
Yeah, 2:06.9. Good lap. Jake Kostecki to second position now. So all three Nissans in the top five for Matt White Motorsport. Macaulay Jones goes to second. 2:07.2. You're in car with the race number 14. Stumroll goes at it again across the top. They are now 7th and 8th. They go past the metal grate from this great crowd of campers. Majority of them up there, no doubt. That's on the background. Great, all in the background. We don't want to know, we've done this before. But what is amazing on air earlier, it was just, you know that an event has got the atmosphere. It's like a rock concert where people go, oh, I was at Big Excess when it was... Nobody's even thinking about being at government. It's like part of the experience. You don't get hailed on and rained on all day. It'd be pretty disappointing, wouldn't it? Yeah. You just had perfect weather for Bathurst to be like, oh, no, that's done. Down into the final turn is Dominic Story as Paul Dumbrell comes in the pits, and we'll do the same thing with Bryony Ingerson.
Yeah, thanks guys. Brody Kostecki came in and they have fitted a new set of green tyres to his machine, and Chris Pitt, they're driving past too. It looks like another set of greens for him as well.
There'll be plenty of them to throw up these cars. They haven't really had a chance to take the stickers off them. This weekend at Mount Panorama, Bryony Ingerson and Kylie King keep us up to date across this Dunlop Super2's. I love how they got this shot nailed this year. It really shows how it drops away underneath the Unibet bridge.
You're right, actually, it's never ever been that well presented. That is a cracking shot there, and it's got so much range. It's unbelievable. Di Fiore in the pits in car number 23.
Cycle through the first runs here. We've had two flying laps, the majority of the field. Mason Barbera back in the pits in the 99 car. And he runs in 13th position right now behind Shay Davies, one of two Falcons in the field, the Auslan Security Mountain Margaret Estates Falcon for Paul Morris Motorsport in 12th position. So, the order looks like this at the moment. 19 and up, Gary Jacobson in second, Jake Kostecki third, Alex Rullo in fourth, Kurt Kostecki is fifth, Dean Fiore is sixth, Paul Dumbrell and Will Brown are 7th and 8th, and all those guys are in the pits right now. Behind him is Tom Randall in 9th position, on the super screen heading down to Forest Elbow. Jay Davies is 12th, Barbera 13th, Marjoram 14th, back to Zane Goddard in 15th place. Jack Smith is only 16th at the moment, and Jordan Boyce, Bryce Forward, Brody Kostecki, Brenton Grove, who'll team up with Earl Bamba in the 250k race tomorrow. He's in 22nd position. Interesting, just keeping your eyes on the highest place forward at the moment. Two here this weekend. Tommy Randall is in 9th. Well, Nissans, quickest at the moment, all three in the top 6. It's a good job, isn't it? To get one car up there, to get two cars is great, but to get 3 inside the top 10. It's done regularly this year in the Dunlop Series. Fantastic. We're watching out of Marjoram, Western Australian for Auto 1 and Image Racing this year. After a couple of seasons with Matt Stone Racing, stepped over to run the Terry Wyhoon's team. This is the car that finished 4th here in the great race in 2017, the hands of Dale Wood and Chris Pepper. And Marjoram with that lap stays in 14th position. Away from the wheel rim. Yeah, it is such an insightful shot, isn't it? Probably a good opportunity before we step into the second half.
Let's go back to the practice session where we saw a couple of interesting things happen in pit lane there. We saw Adam Marjoram's order one car going backwards. There was speculation that there could have been some complaints or whatever. How did that all play out?
Well, you can't reverse the car yourself. It has to be pushed back by the crew. So there's no more discussion about that.
Right.
But the rule is you're not meant to park at the top of pit lane to begin with at the end of the track or through a red flag. They will. Very hard sometimes. It's been a bit of grace shown there, would it be fair to say? Yeah, be a warning. That section earlier today, we dropped into lunch break here today, and questions asked about how the safety car procedure will be tomorrow. We'll talk about that when the race comes to life tomorrow afternoon. Brody Kostecki for the 16 and a half minutes to go.
Yeah, Paul Dumbrell came in at the same time as everyone else, who's now obviously fitted their own McNally from Curry. Very happy with that. So let's see if that makes a difference on the second run.
Let's see whether puts him in the scheme of things. Matt White, who raced here in the very first Super 2 back then, Conic Alliance races, the challenge more so, not a part of the series that year. Now running the 3-car outfit, Chris Pipper comes down to the final turn and looking good here to go into provisional pole position. What is his name? In a return to the Super 2 series, pole series, pole at a 206. Jones and Jake Kostecki. Gary Rogers, another busy weekend on the mountain, isn't it, with 4 cars across the 2 main categories. Macaulay Jones now into the final turn. Bathurst each here, down to turn 24 here tomorrow. Flying lap now as Will Brown is working his way down Conrod Straight. Yeah. What did I say this time?
I can't remember. It's very hard on the ship. In fact, good opportunity for us to just listen to this.
Yeah, that's not broadcast through, trust me. Down towards the final turn he comes. The final turn is the lowest point of the circuit. Down there in Murray's Corner. 170 metres in elevation. Park. That's a sizable skyscraper. Oh no, Jake Kostecki in the wall of Blundstone Bend.
That's not
and this will bring out the red flag. The 56 Arco plate holder has found the wall. Deep in the barriers, the side barriers. Been placed in front of that unforgiving concrete wall. First major incident of the weekend in the Dunlop Super 2 series. Here he is, we're going to capture the tail end, he's already in by this point. See how much damage there is. Got a few again. Going back off to Shane Davies. Now they're taking the high line and they're taking the high line. Shane Davies right up against the wall there, but all the attention now is on car 56 of Jake Kostecki, the youngest of the trio here, the 18-year-old from Western Australia. The Reds will come out at that point like this. She was 7th position, and there's the shot front on. The damage will be fairly significant on the left-hand side. It's got to be similar to where they went down that day and keep going. Same for the piston that went on that day down there as well. So, gosh, that was buried. Yeah, that is buried. Oh, your heart goes out to him. He hasn't got out of the car quickly, has he? So, obviously okay. Let's have a look at some of the things that played out on October 5. Let's go back all the way to 1975, and Nicky Lauder won the first of 3 Formula 1 championships on this day. And October 5, a massive day actually in motorsport. We'll go through some of the things that have been achieved here at the mountain and some of the changes that have been made as a result of things that happened here at the mountain.
You said you meant to say achieved. instead of
This was the day
achieved.
when he won the 1980 Formula One
But managed to
championship.
correct himself.
October 5, the mild mannered Alan Jones, who didn't do too badly here on the mountain as well, and Supercars trim that.
The mild-mannered AJ is the best way to describe him, isn't it? There's actually a fascinating documentary on YouTube if you search it on there about how he won that championship that year.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, it was back on this day in 1986 that we said goodbye to Mike Bergman back at the James Hardy 1000 here at Bathurst. And as a result, that's why we have the Model O Chase now. 1987, that was brought in, and we still think of Mike and his contribution, a journeyman of racing, and we know his family's still around, and our full tribute goes to him. So on this day, unfortunately, he lost his life. But let's go to race wins on this day. We go all the way back to 1969. Colin Bond, Tony Roberts, in what was then known as the Hardy Ferodo 500. October 5, what would you give to have one of those Munros, man?
I've seen a couple getting around recently.
Yeah, I can. They still look cool. Oh, man, it's beautiful shape.
As cool as this.
Almost as cool. We go to 1975, of course. Peter Brock and Brian Sampson, Hardy Ferodo 1000, as it was there in 1975, and an iconic car. And people struggle even these days. But why isn't it red and white? Well, it became that in 1980. Peter Brock and Jim Richards. Hardy Ferodo 1000 there in 1980. Cracking looking car. You want to know the difference between the 80 car and the 1982 car? They weren't sponsored by 2SM in 82, 83, 84. You'll be able to see that going back to the VA. But this one in 1986, Alan Grice and Graham Bailey, we saw that livery demonstrated by our defending Bathurst champions back at Sandown. Well, defending champions of Bathurst, but they took on that livery at Sandown for the retro round there in Erebus on October 5, 1986. So Alan Grice and Graham Bailey got the win there. Fast forward to 1997. This is starting to get into your era now. Jeff Rabbit and David
take a
Rabbit,
break.
what was known as the AMP Bathurst 1000.
Pause this.
They ran 2 1000 2 weeks later. The Primus 1000 ran here that year at Mount Panorama.
No option to pause it.
Interesting
Okay.
because if you look at Stephen Richards actually started